Most people think of meditation as a purely mental exercise, as a way to tame or control the mind, and as something that does not involve the body at all. Actually, neither of these ideas is correct, at least not of the way the Buddha taught his students and disciples to meditate. While the development of more mental focus and clarity is a result meditation can have, forcefully disciplining the mind is not part of the method. And the body is very much involved in creating the meditative experience. The most fundamental fact of human existence is that we all have bodies. Everything we do with our bodies, and everything we experience through our bodies. This includes meditation. While the focus of meditation is rightfully on the mind, what we do with our bodies can either enhance or hinder the meditative experience. Optimally, the posture and action of the body will support the process by reducing distraction and allowing the meditator to focus on the activity of the mind. The body itself can also be the focus of the mind, directing the attention to the properties and perceptions of the body. As the Kayagata Sati Sutta reads, "Isn't it amazing, friends? Isn't it astounding? The extent to which mindfulness immersed in the body, when developed and pursued, is said by the Blessed One who knows, who sees, the Worthy One, rightly self-awakened, to be of great fruit and great benefit." Since the most basic and continuous action of the body is breathing, it is natural to pay attention to the breath. In fact, the Buddha teaches that mindfulness of the breath is the best way for a person who is new to meditation practice to begin the development of concentration. Meditation is most effective when the practitioner is able to coordinate the posture of the body, the movement of the breath in and out of the body, and the focus of the mind. By placing the body in a posture that is supportive and comfortable, the meditator is less distracted and can maintain mindfulness for a longer time. A smooth and natural rhythm of the breath provides a good foundation for the smooth and natural action of the mind. The rest of this video will focus on the physical postures that are most useful in meditation as taught in the Buddhist tradition, and the role they play in the meditative experience. There are many places in the Buddhist scriptures, including the Kayagata Sati Sutta already mentioned, where the Buddha encourages his students to maintain the meditative mind in all positions of the body. He uses the four postures of sitting, standing, walking, and lying down to represent the range of postures the human body can take. However, the teachings on meditation practice tend to focus on sitting meditation. Why is this the case? Meditation is most fruitful when the practitioner can maintain an alert mind and a relaxed body. The three stationary postures can be compared in terms of their ability to support these two states. Standing is the best to maintain an alert mind, especially in terms of dealing with the common problem of sleepiness. However, standing is tiring to the body and can't be maintained for very long. Lying down clearly provides the most relaxation for the body, but the mind is very susceptible to wandering, daydreaming, and sleepiness in this position. Sitting, by comparison, provides a good compromise between the alert mind and the relaxed body, especially sitting in postures that provide the most support for the body with the least effort. We'll look at a few such postures in a moment. Regardless of the specific posture you use to sit, some aspects of how the body should be positioned are the same. You want your body to be as centered, even, and symmetrical as possible, so as not to strain the body in an imbalanced way. Think of the bones in your spine as a stack of coins, not poker straight but sweeping in gentle S curves, curving in at the lower back, out at the shoulder blades, back in at the neck, and up to the head. Lift the whole upper body from the crown of the head. The tendency is to lead with the forehead, which creates discomfort in the back and shoulders. Imagine a marionette string at the crown of your head, down to the top of the spine, lifting your upper body toward the ceiling. This will naturally cause you to tip your chin in a little, which both reduces discomfort in the neck and opens the airway wide, facilitating the movement of the breath. Let your shoulders relax and slope down like the eaves of a roof, rather than lifting them toward your ears. However you are sitting, make sure your support is under your tailbone and pelvis, not under your thighs. Notice in the photo how the weight is on the edge of the cushion, not in its center. The hips should be higher than the knees. This will encourage normal circulation in the legs and lessen the chance of numbness. Rest your hands in a way that makes your arms feel supported without creating tension in the shoulders. One traditional way is to rest one hand, palm up, on the lap or belly, then rest the other hand on top. Let the hands curl comfortably as if cradling an egg, and allow the tips of the thumbs to just touch in an arch. There should be very little pressure between the thumbs, just enough to hold a tiny slip of paper. This hand position can give you an indicator of your mental state. If the mind is sluggish or sleepy, not alert, the arch will tend to collapse and the thumbs will fall apart. A tense or agitated mind tends to lead to the thumbs pressing against one another, becoming pale, tense, and numb. Before starting a sitting practice, think about the health and well-being of your body. Your flexibility, especially in the lower body, the hips, ankles, and knees, may limit your ability to use some postures. The Buddha referred to his own daily practice as peaceful abiding, so clearly he did not mean for it to be a painful, athletic experience. Any position that causes immediate or sharp pain, especially in the joints, is harmful to the body and also disruptive to the meditative experience. There is no magic posture. While some postures are naturally more stable and require less effort to maintain than others, don't feel like you need to push your body into a posture that it is not capable of adopting. On the other hand, meditation sessions may cause some soreness, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. This means your body is adjusting to the posture, and this should decline with further practice. Exercises that focus on the flexibility of the lower body should also help increase comfort with the postures. If your flexibility is poor, or you have medical issues in the joints of the lower body or back, sitting in a chair is a perfectly acceptable way to start a meditation practice. Most chairs, however, aren't really designed for a position where the upper body is upright and the airway is free and clear. A backward sloping seat encourages the upper body to slump. Rather than sitting against the back of the chair, sit forward on the edge, with both feet firmly on the floor and the upper body upright. A stool is even better, since it has a flat seat and no back. Just be sure that your hips are higher than your knees. A firm pillow on the seat may be helpful. A traditional way to sit for meditation is on the floor. Maintaining a sitting posture in a chair requires more effort by more muscles simply from resisting gravity. Sitting on the floor in a posture that is both wider and closer to the earth allows for more relaxation of the body. Fewer muscles and less exertion are required to keep the body upright. Floor mats and sitting cushions, specially designed for sitting meditation, are available from many sources at a variety of prices. A wide, low mat cushions the knees, feet, and ankles, while a small, firm cushion raises the pelvis in a way that makes sitting more comfortable for most people. However, there's really no need to buy anything special, as things you already have in your home will probably suffice. A folded blanket or quilt makes a perfectly good floor mat. A rolled-up bed pillow, a folded and coiled blanket, or even a yoga block wrapped in a thick towel can serve as a cushion. The position that is least demanding on the hips is to sit in a kneeling posture. Since sitting back on the heels would quickly become uncomfortable, a cushion can be used to raise up the tailbone and take the weight off the ankles and feet. A small low bench going across the calves can work in the same way. Many sellers of meditation supplies have these in a variety of designs. One drawback to the kneeling posture is that it tends to be less supportive of the upper body, since the contact with the floor is rather narrow. Postures in which the knees are spread tend to be more stable, since the two knees and the tailbone form a tripod that distributes the body's weight over a larger area. The least demanding of these postures is the Burmese or tailor's posture, in which the feet and calves rest parallel to one another on the mat. A somewhat more stable and more traditional posture is the half lotus, in which one foot is lifted into the lap to rest on the opposite thigh. You may find that this posture is more comfortable on one side than the other because of a difference in flexibility, and it may be tempting to sit that way all the time. However, this will just make the disparity in flexibility even greater, which is bad for the body. It's best to use both sides of the body equally, such as by switching back and forth from one meditation session to another. Over time, this will even out the limberness of the body. In the full lotus posture, both feet are drawn up onto the thighs. This is a highly stable posture, as the lower body is essentially locked in a way that provides the maximum support to the upper body. However, it requires a great deal of flexibility in the feet, knees, and hips, and can be very harmful to the joints if the body is forced into this posture when it isn't ready for it. Art portraying meditating Buddhist figures typically shows them in either the half or full lotus postures. But don't feel like this means your practice is in any way inferior if your body can't sit in this way. Finding a meditation posture that works for you will probably require some experimentation. You may also find that on varying occasions or different circumstances, different positions may work the best. So being familiar with several postures gives you more options to support your practice. As the Lotus Sutra says, upholding the blessings of a focused mind, they seek only to attain the unsurpassed way, thinking, I will attain the perfect wisdom through the mastery of meditation.